Good morning, world. We'll get going in about 30 seconds to a minute, okay? Yeah. Cool. All right, I was just trying to get the lighting right. Okay, good morning, everybody out there in the real world. I'm Patrick, Spartan SGX Level 2 coach, NASM certified personal trainer, resistance training specialist, MAT Jumpstart certified trainer, NASM golf fitness specialist. A lot of stuff. We're gonna work out today. You ready to work out? Yes. Leah's in the background. Brielle's on the couch. We're probably gonna pull her tooth later today, maybe. So today, wow, my face is still really bright and kind of washed out. Today we're gonna be focused on stability exercises. So a lot of different ranges, maybe ranges you don't normally get into, and we're gonna be doing an isometric in that range. Training like this gives you, because you're not adding extra load, gives you an opportunity to get into ranges you might not normally get into. But we're going to be working everything. We're going from neck all the way down to our toes. We're going to try to fit in as much as we possibly can. There's lots of reasons to train like this. I almost titled this workout, injury prevention workout, but really, I mean, all strength training is injury prevention. So that was a bit of a misnomer, but absolutely this will help you prevent injuries. This could potentially help you feel more flexible. Lots of good things. Okay, we're going to get started. We're going to warm up a little bit. I'm going to take you through some motions. Each of these motions is going to kind of introduce you to the positions that will, these motions and positions will introduce you to motions and positions we'll get into later in the workout. So pay attention. All right, let's get going. I'm going to adjust the lighting again. And as always, feel free to comment, feel free to heckle, feel free to do whatever you want in the comment section. All that's live, and I'll try to respond the best I can. And make sure you subscribe and subscribe to this channel, like this video if you haven't done so already. All right, let's get going. We're going to start out with some head and neck exercises. We're just going to simply turn the head one direction. You're just going to hold for several seconds. Then relax, and we'll just turn the other direction. We're just going to do a few of these. Now, as you do these exercises, let's go back to the other side. Think of this as exploring. You're trying to explore the ranges you have available. So let's go back to the other side. So pay attention to how things are feeling. How's your neck feeling? You sense tightness. Does the tightness tend to dissipate with each repetition, or does it increase? Let's go back the other way. We'll do that one more time each side. Going back to the other side, last time. Good, let's come back to center. All right, we're going to turn your head to the side. You're trying to keep your face facing the screen. As you do this, the tendency is to look one direction or the other. I call this the plane of the face. You're trying to stay within the plane of the face. Let's go the other way. This might be my last virtual session for a while, because I know a lot of the folks out there want to, let's go the other way, want to start meeting in person again, and it seems like restrictions are loosening up. So we might start meeting, we're probably going to start meeting in person again next week. So good. Again, going the other way. And again, I'm only moving as far as I feel comfortable. I'm not trying to push through the stretching sensation. Other side. Just trying to go as far as my neck feels comfortable, maybe just a tiny smidge further, and I'm just holding that position. Good. Let's go back the other way. Last one. Good. And back to center. Okay, we're going to tilt the head forward and tilt it back. Okay, let's take it back. Good, and taking it forward. Good, and taking it back. Cool, nice. Now let's go ahead and follow up with some isometrics. We warmed up those neck muscles. Let's go immediately into our neck isometrics. So we're going to do neck rotation, so turning one direction. Now look, I'm only going to move as far as my head and neck, or my neck feels comfortable, and I'm going to put my hand against my head. And let me show you where I'm placing my hand. I'm placing it here in my cheekbone and on my forehead. So that's the wall I'm going to turn into. My hand is a wall, an immovable wall, okay? Here we go, same thing. We're only going to go hold for about 5 seconds. So I'm turning into my hand. Then I'm going to relax it. And I'm going to turn the other direction. Same thing, just holding for 5 seconds or so. Good, relax. Let's go the other way. Now you can probably guess, I'm not pushing or turning into my hand very hard. It's very gentle. Relax. And there's a good reason for that. But now as the set goes on, I'm going to start to increase how hard I'm turning into my hand. Rest. But you're only pushing or pulling as hard as you can, as hard as your neck feels comfortable and you feel zero shaking, zero discomfort. Good. Rest. Other side. Now, I don't know if you can see, but as I do each repetition, my head and neck are turning further and further into the range. Good. Rest it. Because that range of comfort is opening up. These will be the last ones we do. Good. Rest it. Let's go the other direction. Good. And rest. Okay. We're going to tilt to the side. Okay. Now notice where my hand placement is. I'm actually going just above my ear. So it's right there. I'm tilting this direction. Okay. Okay. So I'm trying to pull my head kind of towards my shoulder. Now, again, I'm only going as far as my neck feels comfortable. Good. Rest. I'm starting off very gently. Now, with each repetition, my range might open up. So I'm going to pay attention to that. It might not, and that's totally fine. Good. Other side. Yeah. Kind of opened up a little bit right there. Should feel these muscles contracting, tightening up. Okay, let's go and do that one more time each side. Good. Last time, other side. Again, I progress from gentle to cranking up that intensity just a little bit. Good. Rest. Okay, we're going to go forwards, backwards. So I'm trying to get my chin not just down to my chest. So I'm not going like this. I'm actually trying to rotate my head forward. Now I'm going to use my fist as a wall. Okay, and if you get down far enough, you might use your hand as a wall. I'm not choking myself, though. Okay, so let's go for it. Good rest. Now when we go back, you're rotating your head back. I'm going to make a little basket with my fingers, and I'm going to put that just below the skull protrudes a little bit. Oops, can you see my hand? The skull protrudes a little bit right here. I'm going to go just below that, and that's what I'm going to turn into. Good, relax. Let's tilt it forward. And again. Good, turn it back. Good, let's turn it forward. We'll do one more time in each position. Good, and turning it back. And relax. Good, just move your head and neck around a little bit. It should feel really good. Good, how's that feel, Leah? Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, let's move down into your shoulders and shoulder blades. If you've done these workouts before, I'm sure you're familiar with this one. We're just going to pull the shoulder blades back. Notice my shoulder blades are moving first, not my arms, okay? My arms are just along for the ride. So we'll just hold for 5 seconds or so. And now I'm going to push or pull my shoulder blades forward, and I'll hold for 5 seconds or so. Good. And we'll move back and forth between those two positions. Good, going forward. Good, relax it. Let's take it back. So all of these motions have names, really cool technical sounding names. Take it forward. Like this is scapular protraction. This is scapular retraction, which are just a lot of fun to say, but just saying forward and backwards is plenty fine. Good. Good. That's our last one right there. Cool. All right, now I'm going to take my shoulder blades up and then push them down. Okay, here we go. Taking them up, hold. Now, I like to put my hands out like this and pretend I'm pushing 2 stools down into the floor. That just helps me to, because it's easy just to let your shoulders drop. You're actually trying to push a little past that. So let's take it up. Holding for 5. And let's shove them down. Good, let's take them up. And take them down. Now let's do one more. Let's take it up. And take it down. Good, nice, rest. Okay, we're gonna work on these isometrically now. You're actually gonna lie on the floor to do the first one, the retraction one. Okay, so I'm actually gonna take the camera down so you can see what Leah and I are doing. Leah, can you give them a front angle? So yeah, kind of lie there. I'm gonna lie to the side here. My arms are actually gonna rest on the floor. Now I'm not lifting my arms up. I'm actually just taking my shoulder blades up, and I'm just gonna hold for 5. Now the other one, we're going to have to flip around, but we won't do it yet. You'll just relax. So let's do that again. Good, and relax. Let's do it again, just taking it up. Now, if you've done some of these other workouts, sometimes we do that shoulder blade series with our arms out. We'll make different letters. Good, rest. This is obviously not as intense as those because your arms are at rest. Okay, let's take the shoulder blades up again. I'm going to try to take them up a little higher or a little further together is a more accurate way of saying that. Good, rest it. Let's do one more. Good, rest it. So that was just a little bit of resistance. Now we're going to go this way. Wow, that sounds bright. Let me adjust that real quick. Okay, so now we're gonna do protraction. I'm gonna have my arms up. I'm gonna push them towards the ceiling. Watch what my shoulders do. So again, I'm just dealing with the weight of my arms, which could potentially be really challenging, depending on your level of strength. Yeah, let's do it again. Push it up to the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly coming down. Let's do that one more time. Reaching the shoulders up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice. All right, we can take it back to a standing position. Now this next one, we're going to do our shoulder shrug and pushing the shoulder blades down. And what's going to be really helpful is if you have a chair. Okay, so let's go grab a kitchen chair and we'll go use that. Leah, do you mind doing sideways? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go this way and then this way. So I'm actually going to try to pull the bottom of the chair up. So I'm going to grab the edges of my chair and I'm going to try to pull it up towards my head, towards my ears. Ready? Let's pull it up. Now, as you're doing that, you should feel these kicking in. So we're just holding for about 5 seconds or so. Good. Now, instead of relaxing, I want you to push your arms down. So look, my hand is actually on the top of the chair now, or on the seat of the chair, not grabbing the seat of the chair, and then push down. It should feel like you're trying to push yourself up out of the chair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, let's pull up again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And pushing down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And pulling up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And last one, pushing down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Cool. Nice job. Now let's keep the chair nearby because we're probably going to need it again. I'm just going to get it out of the way. Okay, we're actually going to move into our shoulders now. Your shoulder blades will be used a little bit, but real simple exercise. I'm going to pull my shoulder blades back, but I'm also going to lift my arms. I'm just going to hold that for about 5 seconds. You're trying to keep your arms narrow. Try not to let them flare out too much. And then I'm just going to slowly bring them all the way up. And I'm going to go as straight as I can make them, or reach them up as far as I can. Try not to let your elbows bend. And I'm just going to hold. Same thing, trying to let your arms flare out. And slowly coming down. Good, let's do it again. Reaching back. Good, rest it. Taking it up again. Now on this one, as people are coming up, when I've trained people inevitably always go like this, and they try to go back as far as they can. Only go back as far, or up as far, as your arms will stay straight and close to your head. Good, rest it. Let's do that one more time, reaching back. Good, and one more time, reaching up. Now for all of these positions, motions we're getting into, there's tons of variations as we do it. We're not doing all the variations today, but we're doing quite a bit. Good, rest it. All right, let's go and do those isometrically. So this one, if you don't have a partner, I'm going to use my, actually I wasn't using Leah, I'll just use a wall. You just need a wall. So you're just going to push your arms back against the wall. So Leah and I are just going to be back here. And we're going to push back against the wall. If I was staying sideways, you would see it be going like that, okay? All right, just push against the wall and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, rest it. Let's do it again. Just push back against the wall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, rest. Now I'm going to step forward a little bit to see if my arms will go back a little further. And they do. Not that far though. And go for it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, rest. Now we'll do the one where you're reaching up. And you're going to put your hand, look, not in front, but behind. So my hand is a wall again, and I'm going to try to drive my arm backwards. Okay, here we go. Go for it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Again, depending on your level of comfort, you might be here. That's totally fine. Just stick with that. And again, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Rest. Let's do it again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. And again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. We'll do one more. Now it's hard to see from this angle, but each time I'm actually taking my arm back a little further. So if your arm can get back further each time, go for it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And rest. All right, cool. Very good job. Let's go down to our torso now. Same thing. We'll warm up some things and then start adding a little bit of resistance. So we're going to start with our twisting. So on this one, your hips are going to stay still. Make sure your hips are not moving. I always like to think if I had a big belt on with a big belt buckle, my belt buckle is actually never going to move. It's going to stay right there. It's not going to move side to side. So we're going to do some trunk rotation. Let's put the arms across and we're going to twist. Now notice again how my hips are staying still. I'm going to hold that for 5 seconds or so. And I'm going to slowly twist to the other side. And let's hold that. Again, keeping all of this still. Now I'll twist the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And twist the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, twist the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And twist the other way. Again, we're exploring the motion, right? Seeing how far you can go. Seeing how far the motion might change. Good. Rest. All right, we're going to go side to side now. Now again, my pelvis or my hips are staying still. I'm just going to take my rib cage down to my pelvic bone or to my hip area. So I'm turning my ribs. Good. Hold it. Good. Just real quick, rest. Notice the difference. I'm not leaning into it. Can you see how different that is than turning? That's what you want to do. So let's turn the other way now. I'm turning and then holding. Good. Let's go the other way. And the other way. Other way. Do one more of these each side. And again, even as I'm just holding these positions, if you notice, I'm getting a little further to the position each time. Not much. Might even be hard to detect and see, but I can feel myself opening up a little bit more each time. And rest it. Cool. All right, we're going to do one more or two more positions. We'll go front to back. So I'm going to turn my rib cage forward, so I'm collapsing. Notice I'm not leaning forward. You see the difference between that and this? I'm actually just doing a little crunch here. We'll just hold. Then I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to arch my back. So I'm kind of lifting my rib cage. I'm turning my rib cage back. Let's turn it forward. And I'm going to turn it back. Good, turning it forward. Turning it back. Good, and rest it. Okay, we're going to work each of those positions isometrically. We're actually going to start with the side bending first. Okay, so I'm going to bend this way, and I'm going to push my arm into my leg, or push my hand into my leg, and I'm going to shove my armpit down. So you're doing 3 things. You're trying to bend, push or pull your arm into your leg and shove your armpit down. Let's go for it. And you should feel all of this in here light up. Just hold them for 5 seconds, and we'll go the other direction. Good, let's switch. Again, I'm pushing against my leg, squeezing here, and shoving my armpit down. Again, if you can get all 3 of those things working at the same time, you're going to really feel this. Good, other way. It looks like my arm is transfigured. It's glowing. Do you see that, Leah, in the camera? Good, other way. Good, rest, other way. There's a moment in the Gospels where Jesus is on this mountain and he's with Moses and Elijah. Moses and Elijah appear and he's glowing, he's transfigured, and 3 of the disciples see it. That's what I'm referencing if you're curious. Good, and rest it. Nice. All right, we're going to go front to back. And don't worry, I didn't forget trunk rotation. That's coming up, but we're going to use a chair to do that. So again, I'm going to crunch forward. But now my arms, I'm going to try to push back against my legs as my armpits shove down and as I crunch. So again, if you can get all 3 of those things, you're really going to feel this. Hopefully that makes sense. Good, rest. Now I'm going to arch back. My hands aren't going to be on my butt. If they have to be, that's where they can go. But I'm actually pushing against my hamstrings. So I'm trying to do that, shove my armpits down, and arch. That should feel really good. Good. Crunch it forward. Good, and arch it back. So I'm still getting used to all this social media stuff and YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and everything. It was really funny. I did one of these live workout videos. Let's go for it again. And someone was commenting on the YouTube channel, and I typed back. I stopped the workout and typed back to them. And then I realized that I just need to keep talking because they can see me and hear me. So I thought that was pretty funny. Let's go the other way. Leah just shakes her head in shame. I can't believe this. Good. Let's go ahead and do one more front to back. Usually I just do 3 of these, but you can do as many as you want. Sometimes I'll do a few more just because it feels so daggone good. Good, and other way. Good, and rest it. Okay, nice job. Now we're going to do your rotation, trunk rotation. You're going to need your chair. So I'm going to bring my knees apart. My knees are going to act as walls, okay? So I'm going to turn against those walls. And you're thinking, well, how can you turn against the wall if your trunk is way up here? Well, I'm going to stick my arms out, and I'm going to use them. They're going to be kind of fixed against my torso. So I'm going to turn against my knee. My knee's stiff. I'm going to feel all this light up, okay? Let's do it. Good. Let's go the other way. And by the way, you could do this just squatted. Let's go the other way without using the chair, but I want to give you a chance to not think about anything else. Just think about the trunk rotation. Good. Again, switch. We'll do that one more time each side. Good, and switch. Good, and rest. Take just a short break, grab some water if you need some, and we're going to get down into the pelvis, into the hips. So whenever I say pelvis, you have these bones right up here. This would be my hip. The pelvis is up here. These are obviously very connected, so sometimes I use them interchangeably. But when I'm talking about the pelvis, it's these bones right up here. You can actually kind of press into them right there. And then hips would be kind of this general area. Okay, so we're going to do a pelvis. Now, you may have not done some things like this before, so the important thing is the effort that you're trying to do it. If you can't quite get these, it's okay, but just try to. So I'm going to be working the pelvis, and I'm actually going to try to hike my pelvis up or hike my hip up. What will be helpful is you want to shift weight to kind of one side, and I'm going to hike this up. So my right butt is actually lifting up off the chair. I'm actually using some stuff in here to lift it up, and using some stuff over here, believe it or not. Let's go the other way. So I'm just hiking that up. Good, let's go the other way. Now you might be asking, why aren't we doing this standing? You totally could do this standing. Good, rest, let's go the other side. But sitting is a little different than standing. My hip position has changed, and so I'm actually changing the demand I'm placing on the muscles that attach to my pelvis and my hips. Good, going back to the other side. How's that going? Yeah, good. Good, other side. Good, let's go and do that one more time each side. Again, hiking my hip up. You might notice there's a difference side to side. That's pretty normal. Do you feel different side to side, Leah? Yeah. I feel a little bit of a difference side to side too. Now, as we go along, you might notice that difference changes a little bit. It might flip-flop. It might even out. Just, again, not good or bad. Just pay attention to those things. Nice. Now we're going to roll the pelvis front to back. I'm going to go sideways, leading. Oh, actually, you're good. You're good. So I'm just going to tuck my pelvis back. Can you see that? I'm going to turn my pelvis forward. Turning my pelvis forward. So hold it. And now let's turn the pelvis back. And if you're thinking to yourself, man, it really looks like Patrick is just flexing and extending his spine. I am, but I'm initiating from my pelvis as opposed to up around my rib cage area. Good, let's take it forward again. Good, and turning it back again. We'll do that one more time, each position. Let's roll it forward. Good. And again, it's very subtle, but I'm actually starting to turn a little further as that area warms up. And let's take it back. Good, and take it forward. Good, rest. We're not going to do the isometrics for that just yet, but now we're going to get into the hips. Okay, so we're going to combine some balance with this as well. So let me tilt the camera down. My head's going to disappear for a little bit. All you're going to do is balance on one leg, and you're just going to keep your knees straight and just take your leg forward. Now, when you do this, take it up a little higher. Hi, Brielle. Notice I'm not going to tuck as I lift up. I'm going to lift, and I'm just going to hold. Now, again, we're not going to hold long, just 5 seconds or so. Then we'll switch to the other side. Take it up. Keeping the knees straight. I'm actually flexing my foot back. You don't have to. That just makes it a little more challenging. Or can. Rest. Other side. Let's take it up. Relax. Other side. Okay, let's do that one more time each side. Good. And last time, other side. You can notice my knee wanted to bend a little bit, so I was paying attention, and I lifted it up. Let's straighten it up and tried to lift it up a little higher. Good, rest. Now let's take it backwards. Now as you go backwards, again, I'm not arching my back. I'm just trying to keep everything nice and still. And I'm just going to reach back. Now on this, might even try to point my toe if I can get high enough. And I might just lean a little forward, tightening that hamstring and butt up. Let's go to the other side. Good, let's switch it. Now, because the goal of this is to get this stuff working, if you need to hold on to something, that's totally fine. Not a bad thing to work on a little balance though either, since we're not directly working on that right now. Unless you really want to. Good. We'll do that one more time each side. Good. Other side. Last one. Good. Okay, last two positions we'll do. We'll take the legs out, and then we'll actually take them across. Again, I'm doing a little bit of balance. Pelvis is going to stay relatively flat. I'm just taking my leg out to the side a little bit. I'm going to feel this chunk of muscle kick in. Yeah, let's go the other side. Now this, I notice a huge difference side to side on how my legs feel. Again, not good or bad, just pointing it out. And if I was just working on my own, I would, oh, hey, I would actually spend a little more time probably warming up this area. And maybe some other areas related to it. Other side. I actually played tennis for the first time in years yesterday. And so I was cutting all around the court, running forwards, backwards. So I can feel some different things I haven't felt in a while. Good. Let's go back to the other side last time. Cool. All right, now we're going to take the leg across. Okay, so not a whole lot forward. Actually go sideways. I'm taking my leg a little forward and then just taking it across. And that's just going to work some of those muscles, your adductors a little bit. You're just going to hold 5 seconds or so. Good. And then we'll go the other way. Again, pelvis is staying still, not twisting a bunch. Good. Other side. Good. Switch it again. Good. And last one, we'll switch it. Good. Rest. Okay, next one, we'll do, again, a little balance. You're just going to take your leg up a little bit. Your lower leg up. Your knee is going to stay beside your other knee, and then you're just going to bend your knee. That's as far as I can go before my hamstring would do something probably pretty crazy. But you're just trying to get this to kick in and just hold. You should feel your hamstring kind of tighten up a little bit. And we'll just go to the other side. So we're working on the hamstrings now. The further back your knee goes, the more challenging that's going to be on your hamstring. If this doesn't feel great, just take your knee a little more forward and just hold that position. That's fine too. All right, good. Switch. Again, the further back your knee goes, the harder that's going to become. I'm just kind of staying neutral, not in extension, I'm not in flexion. But if it gets challenging, too challenging, just take that knee a little forward. That's totally fine. Let's go to the other side. Good. Other side. Okay, that's feeling really good. And one more time, other side. Again, it's tough to see. I'm getting a little further into the range each time, so hopefully you are too. Okay. Very similar to the first exercise we did where we lifted the leg up. But you're going to take that knee up, and you're just going to straighten it out. And you're just going to hold. Now, I can't get up in this position. I can't straighten my leg all the way. So that's okay. I'm just trying to feel some of this stuff kick in. Let's go to the other side. Good. And switch. Other side again. Switch. Switch, we'll do one more each side. Good, last one. Nice. Okay, we're gonna move down to feet and ankles. Seems like you can see my feet pretty well. Real simple. You're just going to turn the inside edges of your feet up. Now, notice my legs. I'm not just turning my legs out. See how if I shove my legs out, the inside edges of my feet will come up? That's not really the exercise. You're trying to keep your legs still and straight, and I'm going to peel the inside edges up. Now, my legs might move a little bit, but only because my feet and ankles move first. So just hold that for 5. Now, this one's going to be hard to see, but I'm going to try to peel the outside edges of my feet up. My knees will want to turn inward, but again, try not to let them. Turn the outside edges up. Yeah, good. Good, let's go the other way. Good, and other way. Good, and other way. Good, other way. Good, let's go do one more of those each side. This is feeling really good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now we'll actually go front to back. So I'll go up onto the balls of my feet. Again, I'm going to hold for 5. Good. Now when I go back on my heels, I'm actually just going to kind of rock back and forth because it's kind of tough to keep. It's pretty much impossible to keep your balance. Maybe not impossible, but very difficult. Good. And then we'll take it up again. Yeah, coming down, and then heels. Good. And let's take it up one more time on the balls of the feet. Good. And last time on the heels. Just walking it back and forth. Good. And rest. Okay, now before we forget, I almost forgot about this. We want to make sure we get our wrists as well. This will be the last kind of warm up into isometrics before we get into the real bulk of our strength training workout. Let's see. Hey, Catherine Boisvert just jumped on. Hey, Catherine.
Hey.
Good. So you're just going to put your arms by your side. You're just flexing it up like this. Yep. And then taking your hands up like this. So just working the forearms, wrist area. Just hold. Okay, let's go the other way. Good. And other way. Yep. Real simple. Do that one more time. Now this next one we're going to do is going to be a little trickier, especially if you've never done it before. Good. Rest. You can actually just do it arms by your side. You're just going this way and this way. But let me show you what that looks like. Okay, so notice how I don't get off that line. Does that make, hopefully that makes sense. So this way and this way. Just holding for a few seconds and then just going the other way. Good. If you're just joining us, we're about to transition into some more isometrics, but more aggressive isometrics. Earlier, I said the bulk of our strength training. This, I mean, believe it or not, this is strength training. We're training these muscles to lift this. Your hand is the resistance. But if you're just joining us, just get, hopefully you're warmed up and you're ready to go. Good. All right, let's do those isometrically now with a little extra resistance. So this hand is going to be a wall. This hand, using these muscles, is going to try to pull against that wall. Okay, just like that. I'm going to hold for 5. Good, and then just switch to the other side. So this hand is a wall. This hand is trying to work against that wall. And again, I call it a wall because it's not this wall is not moving. This is the hand that's trying to move. Good, let's switch it. Let's do it again. Good, and switch it. Good, and switch. We'll do one more each side. And switch it. Good. Now I'm actually going to take my hand down like that. And my other hand is going to be my wall. I'm just going to kind of push it against like this. If you need to flip it around, that might make more sense. So I'm going to try to take my palm towards my forearm and my other hand's the wall still. Now you'll notice I don't have as much range. That's pretty typical in this this position. So if you don't have as much range, switch it. That's okay. So I'm trying to take my palm towards my forearm. The tendency is to bend the elbow. Try to keep that arm straight. Good. Let's switch it again. Good. And switch. Good. Switch. And switch. Last one. Good. And rest. Now, typically, I'd get into these as well. We're going to skip those for now, okay? All right. We're going to do some more aggressive isometrics. We're actually going to do our trunk first. So you can go and take it down to the floor. And we're going to start with a simple crunch. So I'm going to go into a crunch. Watch, I'm going to shove my lower back into the floor. You see how my pelvis kind of rolled back towards me? And I'm going to take my ribs towards my pelvis. Now, notice my head's not going to swing forward, but I'm going to move my rib cage forward. Okay, now if you need to support your head, go for it. I actually like letting my neck work a little bit. I'm squeezing here. Now these we're going to start holding a little longer, just 10, 20 seconds. Now if you need to come down, that's fine. I'm actually going to try to go a little higher. Good, and then slowly coming down. Good, and now you'll just rest for 5. Now we're going to do the same thing again. I'm going to get my watch going so I can keep better track of time. Okay, coming up. Good, really pay attention. How tight can you make this? How short can you make it? And then hold it. Slowly coming down. We're going to try to do that one more time. Taking it up. Nice. Okay, let's flip it over. And we're going to do a back extension. Same deal. We're just going to hold 20 seconds or so. I'm going to take it up. And just holding that. Good. Slowly coming down. We'll rest for a little bit. I'm going to do that again. Okay, let's take it all up. Now I'm just letting my arms rest on this. There are other versions where you can put your arms in different positions. I'm not doing that one right now, though. Good. Slowly coming down. We'll do that one more time. Okay, last one. Here we go. Good. 3, 2, 1. Slowly coming down. Whew. Now let's go ahead and get those obliques This is one of my favorites. You might need to put a little cushion under your hip if you want. I know Leah usually does that. I think Leah's hiding behind me. Sorry, Leah. Okay, here we go. Both legs up. Pulling from the obliques. And you're just holding. The tendency on this one is to roll the hips back, or the pelvis back. You want to try to keep the pelvis straight up and down. Just keep pulling from the obliques. Oops. Now, instead of resting on this one, just flip it around. Let's go to the other side. Same thing. Let's take it up. Hi, Talia. Now, if Talia was on my legs, it'd be extra resistance. This makes the exercise more effective. All right, hop up because I can get to the other side, okay? Good, rest. All right, other side, flip it around. Let's do it again. Take it up and hold. Nope. Good, just squeezing those obliques. Good. Rest it. Switch to the other side. We're going to do it again. Other side. 20 seconds on. And go for it. Now, if you're still hanging in the workout, you'll notice that you're probably not sweating much, and that's okay. But if you got up and walked around, I bet you would feel like $1,000,000. Good. Rest it. Let's switch it. We'll do it one more time each side. And of course, I don't know what $1,000,000 feels like, so maybe it feels really bad. You know, I mean, what did Biggie say? More money, more problems. Maybe $1,000,000 feels terrible. So I don't know. Maybe you feel like I read an article one time that said that the best way income rest is $70,000. They said that because they did some kind of study and they said parents who make over 70,000, their kids become entitled and spoiled. So maybe when you get up after this workout, you'll feel like $70,000. Maybe that's the magic number. Good, almost there. And that's feeling good. And rest it. Nice. Okay, we're going to do a trunk rotation again. But check out how we're going to do it. We're going to go cross legs like this. Holy cow, it feels so loose. It's awesome. This one's a little tricky. You're going to push against your knee. Okay, that's going to be my resistance. And my hand is going to be against the floor. So I'm actually trying to go like this. Okay, it's just a slight variation on the trunk rotation. Let's do it. Does that make sense, Leah? Mm-hmm. So this hand's trying to push that way. Mm-hmm. This hand's trying to push under the knee. And lift that knee up a little bit. Yeah, like that. Good. Rest. Now let's go the other way. I'm very. Okay. Oh, I forgot. We're trying to hold for about 20. Let's go this way. Now the one drawback to this is your adductor on this leg has to work pretty hard. So we'll just do one of these each side. And then we're going to go to a different one. Good. Rest it. All right. Try this one with me. So you're going to be on your back, head's resting, and you're actually going to tilt your legs to one side, and you're going to hold that position and just tighten up. Let's try that out. I'm going to go this way so you can kind of see me.
Hello.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not going to do that. So you'll just tilt, tighten this up, and then just hold. Arms are out long. You're trying to keep your rib cage stuck to the floor. Just keep this nice and tight. We're just holding. Good. Now slowly come back to center. Rest for a moment, and then we'll do the other side. Okay, let's take it back up. Twist the other way. Again, trying to keep your rib cage fixed to the floor. Keeping this tight. Good, and come back to center. All right, rest it. This is my daughter keeps putting this fairy on me. I'm the green fairy, or I'm the pink fairy. Good. All right, we're going to do another version of the trunk rotation. We're actually keeping the ribs fixed again, and you're going to turn your pelvis. Now notice my legs crossed over, and my hand is going to be on the inside of my knee here. I'm trying to go that way. Let's do it. We're going to try to hold for 10 to 20 seconds, and let's go for it. 10. Look. Oh, sorry. I'm the pink fairy. Just keep her over there for now, honey, okay? Okay. Good. Rest it. Nice. Man, that feels good. Let's go the other way. Cross it over. Again, I'm going to turn the other direction. My hand will be on the inside of my leg. Turn it around so you can see me. Yep. All right, let's go. Good. Rest. Let's go and do one more of those each side. Cross it over. Let's do it again. Good. Rest. We'll do it one more time, other side. Now, you don't have to flip around like I'm flipping around. I'm just trying to show you the best angle. Wow, that's really opening up. You got that, Leanne? Mm-hmm. Good. 10 seconds. Good. And rest it. Nice. Okay, we're going to get back into the hips. So hip flexors, abductors, glutes, adductors. Real simple. We're just going to hold some different positions. You'll be flat on your back. And you're just going to take your legs straight up into the air. Here we go. I'm going up about 35, something like that, degrees. Knee staying straight, foot staying flexed back. Feeling this muscle kick in. Just holding. We're going to hold about 20 seconds or so, maybe 30. See how you're feeling. Good. Let's go. We'll go all the way to 30. Okay, let's go to the other side. Now these, we're just going to do one set or one rep for each of these. I guess a rep and a set in this this scenario is the same, right? 30-second hold. Knees straight, foot's flexed back. Almost there. I mean, I can really feel this muscle or these muscles kicking in. Can you feel that? Yeah. Okay, rest it. All right, flip it over onto your tummy. Same deal. We'll do another leg raise, but on your tummy. Try to do 30 seconds or so. Now this, I'm actually going to point my foot. Trying to keep my knees straight. I'm only lifting up as high as my back feels comfortable. I should feel my butt kicking in and my hamstring kicking in. Let's go ahead and go 30 seconds. Now, if you notice, my pelvis started rolling, so I readjusted my pelvis. Yeah, let's switch to the other side. It may not look like my leg's actually lifting off the ground. It is. I promise you it's just the angle of the camera. Good, rest. Cool. All right, you can lie on your side. Rolling this way. Again, don't let the pelvis roll back or forward. Just take it straight up. And we're just holding. Now your leg might want to rotate up or down. Just try to keep it nice and neutral. Somewhere between rolled out and rolled in. You feel this kicking in big time. Good, 5 seconds. Good, now cross that leg over. You're gonna lift the bottom leg up and then hold for 30. And we're just doing one of each of these, about 30-second hold. I like doing these. I like doing this kind of workout, especially a lot of my clients, when they see me and they hear about the different races and things I do, they go, "Whoa, like you must work out really hardcore." Well, yeah, this is a hardcore workout. It's a very different kind of focus, different kind of pace. But I like showing people that I do this kind of stuff. This is the kind of stuff I do to help me do some of the things I do. Now, I don't do this kind of stuff all the time. I do other kinds of things as well. But this kind of stuff, this kind of workout is super valuable, super important for function, for joint health. Again, getting into ranges you might not typically get into, building strength in those various ranges. Good. Cross it over. Take up that bottom leg. Now this, interesting, this position, you probably notice it. I can definitely feel a wild difference between my right and left sides. So I may have to come out of this range a little bit. Yeah, maybe a little lower. Get about 10 seconds. Good. Nice. Okay, we're going to do just a couple of shoulder blade things. We're going to go into a Y. You probably remember this one. Shoulder blade and shoulder things. So my arms are going to be out like there we go. Like this. So my thumbs are up. And hopefully you can see that it's a Y shape. Not a T shape. All right. Let me take it. We're going to try to hold it for 20 to 30 seconds. Ready? Let's go. Now try to rest your head. You don't need to do a back extension on this. I'm going to occasionally peek my head up to look at the time. Yeah, try to let your head rest. Yeah. 10 seconds. Good, rest. And let's just do one more like that. We're just going to do a T. So your arms will just be out long like this. When you take them up, try not to let them go backwards. And you're really trying to pull those shoulder blades together, okay? We're going to do 30 seconds. Here we go. Yep, thumbs are rotated up. Yeah, darn, it feels good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice. All right, let's get up on our feet. We're almost done. I know we're going a little over time, but there's so much to do. Okay, we're just going to do a squat hold. Again, we're not going to go very long, 30 seconds or so, maybe a little longer. And real simple. You're just going to get your feet. Again, it's comfort. It's based on comfort, so you don't have to be narrow. You don't have to be wide. It's up to you. I'm going to position my feet just a little wider than my hips. I'm going to turn my feet out, and I'm going to go into my squat, pushing my butt back. I'm going to reach my arms forward a little bit. Good. I'm going to hold that position. And I'm feeling really flexible and loose. I feel great. Good, that's 30 seconds. I'm going to go just a little longer. Now you notice I'm not just sitting on my heels. I'm actually staying suspended in the air as well. Let's go 10 more seconds. Come up with just a little bit, really down. 3, 2, 1. And rest it. Okay, we'll do just a couple cool down exercises. Nothing crazy, but we're going to do this cool balance exercise. We're going to shift weight onto your right. Your left foot will just come up a little bit, and then we'll shift to the left. So we're kind of rocking back and forth, but then holding that balance position for a bit. We're just going to rock back and forth. The angle of the camera so you can kind of see my feet. The angle of the camera so you can kind of see my feet. So I'm just rocking back and forth. I'm going to hold my balance just for a sec. Good, now let's go front to back. So I'll rock forward, I'll hold for a sec, for a few seconds, and then rock back. Good, let's switch it. Exercise, real simple. You're just going to take your arms out and reach it up. And then slowly taking it down. Let's do that one more time. Well, whoever you are out there, it looks like one person stuck with this whole workout today. I'm very impressed. Job well done. Of course, maybe you were just napping on the couch while we did this workout and you had the video pulled up, but that's okay. It is obviously available on my YouTube channel whenever you want to check it out. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and make sure you like this video. Bye, everyone. Take care. Have a great day.